Hey guys, this is Crypto Coin Investor. Today I'm going to talk about a virus, more specifically a botnet. This botnet has taken the world by storm. So, what makes this botnet so interesting is the fact that it takes over your computer and then steals the private keys. The private keys are basically like a password of your cryptocurrency wallet. So, if someone has access to your private keys, they can withdraw all the funds. This botnet is called the MasterMana BotNet. The ongoing campaign is believed to be connected to the Gorgon group. This is a group of crypto badass guys that is linked to the worldwide criminal activity. These guys are also famous for doing repeated attacks on the government. This operation had actually begun way back in the December of 2018, and it appears to be financially motivated since it is indiscriminately targeting only the business email addresses, and it is doing so via doing phishing attacks. These people have one purpose: to steal information associated with the cryptocurrency wallets. So while most companies fear that they may become compromised by these advanced actors, this one highlights that the actors do not have to rely on advanced tools or techniques to make any kind of serious business impact. Because let's face it, a lot of businesses these days, they are investing in cryptocurrencies. They are more specifically investing in Bitcoin, which is being touted as the gold 2.0. So how does this botnet aka virus spreads, and what can you do to protect your computer? So first we need to know, we need to make out what and how this botnet spreads. So what happens is the victim is sent a phishing email. It contains an infected attachment which on the surface looks like a normal Word document or an Excel document. Now if you open it on your, more specifically, Windows computer, it initiates a multi-pronged labyrinth-like kill chain. Now this kill chain pretends itself to be a very trustful activity on your computer. So it pretends itself to be connected to services like Bitly, Blogspot, and Pastebin, which are pretty safe websites. Later on, it uses these backdoors to download a malicious .NET DLL file. This file assumes system processes before installing a Trojan that operates as a backdoor. Now this is particularly Revenge Rat, which is a well-known Trojan. This allows the machine to be remotely accessed. This also contains Azure. Now Azure is a very well-known backdoor that basically allows the hacker to steal your username, password, web history, cookies, and cryptocurrency wallet. This is what they are after. They want your money, and they can pair this with additional payloads like cryptocurrency miners and maybe ransomwares. So it's a very well laid out tactic. So this diagram basically shows how this thing actually works. First, you send a phishing email. It tells you that the client wants to order something and they have some new requirement for your products, and it is a simple Excel file. You think it is harmless and you download it. The magic is it contains some macros, and it contains links that point to Bitly. So Bitly is the URL shortener, and it points the page to Team and a Blogspot page, and this contains a malicious JavaScript that downloads the infected files. After that, it creates scheduled tasks on your computer and modifies many registry keys. In this case, it makes use of Pastebin URL. So compared to the previous step where it makes use of Blogspot, here it makes use of Pastebin file, which is basically a URL encoded VB script. This also creates several scheduled tasks and modifies a registry key to obtain the next payload, which in this case is to gain access to the PowerShell. Think of PowerShell like attaining root on your Android phone or attaining root on a Linux computer. So after that, they download the DLL files in the background using the same paste bin thing, which then downloads the Trojan, and that infects your computer, and that steals the private keys from your cryptocurrency wallets. So now the question is, how do you prevent yourself from such attacks? Now, if you had noticed till now, this attack is only for the Windows machines, the .dll files, the .net files. So if you get an attachment that says, hey, I got a great order for you, do not open it on your computer. Open it on something like an iPhone or an Android phone, because the viruses simply would not run on these operating systems. You're also not prone to get this virus or botnet if you're running a Mac operating system or an iPad OS. So it is suggested that you either run these attachments on these operating systems. If you really think that the order is genuine, then you should run these files on those operating systems. But one thing is for sure, if an offer sounds too good to be true, do not open it at all. Mark it as spam and forget about it. Do not be greedy. And that's the only way you can prevent your computer from these attachments. One thing that really excites me about this botnet is the little amount of money that is involved in maintaining this attack. For example, they are using malicious documents using the free webmail accounts, for example Gmail or Hotmail or something like that, and then they are using the free Bitly service to forward you to their free Blogspot website, which is again hosted by Google, and then later you are redirected to various paste bin sites which are also free to view. And that is how they are operating a very non-sophisticated Trojan, but they are being very clever. The cost of the threat actors to deploy and maintain the campaign, I would say, is virtually non-existent. The campaign also shows a very specific level of sophistication. They have tried to water down their approach in making the best out of the infected computer. They have intentionally tailored it to evade detection. They have used Bitly addresses. They have used pastebin website. They have used a free Blogspot domain to infect your computer. So the hackers are definitely very intelligent, and these attacks will continue to happen. You have to be more careful. Do not open any email which says, hey, I'm going to give you a great order, I'm going to make you rich. Look, you don't get rich overnight if you do hard work. You only get rich overnight if you're a hacker or you're maybe a politician. Jokes aside, keep yourself safe. I hope you found this video useful. Give us a like and share with your friends. Also stay subscribed for more cryptocurrency and ICO news. Bye bye.